Okay, this is the tower chapter for Callisto Protocol. Medium security. This is a how-to walkthrough, not a story walkthrough. There will be cuts because I'm not ready for burp death. And all of the audio logs. There's 4 audio logs in this chapter. We'll be getting all 4 of those as well. There are 2 two-head fights in this chapter. I will be using explosive shotgun for both of them, but I will put links to regular shotgun and hand cannon fights with him in the description. If you're looking for a specific encounter or loot item, check the description for timestamps.
I was able to reroute one of the security units. I have Danny.
Where is she?
The lab at the heart of the prison. He's monitoring everything, but we can talk here. I can get you to the warden. I can cure her.
My best suggestion is to upgrade the shotgun, but I don't have a lot of experience with the assault rifle or the tac pistol or even the skunk gun. I'll probably do another run with the skunk gun because I've heard really good things about the skunk gun. But I just know how to do it on the shotgun. So if that's not your loadout, there is videos for some of the other stuff down in the description.
I'm opening the way ahead.
Okay, the first two-head fight's coming up. Do not open this box. It's a big fake out. Excuse me. For the first Harvey fight, I need like 37 shotgun shells. And I have 31. So I'm going to be buying a couple more.
Please make a selection.
That's uploading the assault rifle I got in the last chapter. Okay. I'm gonna buy a few of these. With the exploding shotgun shells, he takes 9 in the first round, and then anywhere between 24 and 28. He takes like 7 shots, and they're 4 shots each, so 7 times 4 is 28, so 28 plus 9 is 37. So I need at minimum 37, and given potential aim issues, we'll just grab a little more.
Have a united day.
Okay, so now I have 43. At least he doesn't have any minions in this fight. This is the server room fight, and we're going in there because we need the fuse. Now, I have read on Reddit that some people seem to just sort of have a fuse. That they somehow have ended up with an extra in their inventory. I have not, so I don't know how they're doing that. If you have an extra fuse, use it. There's no point in fighting this guy. The only reason to fight him is for the fuse. So if you manage to get lucky and snag an extra fuse earlier in the game, use it. By all means. Okay. Now I'm going to be leading him around this circle of servers right here. He's right there in the back. 1, 2, and keep it moving because he's got some crazy ass reach. 9, 6, 4, 4, and 1 is 9. Light attack, not the heavy. And then he just needs 7 more shots. 1. Haha, reload. 2. See what I mean? Like he does this weird, creepy thing. 3. 4. Don't trust him. 5. 6. This should have been the last one. Must have missed one. See, there he goes. Should have been 7, so I must have missed one earlier. Or it just didn't connect as well as it should have, because normally it's 7. So always bring like a little bit of extra. And if you do run out and you're like, oh crap, left D-pad is quick weapon swap. Well, quicker weapon swap. Okay, so there he is. And if you need to see it on like regular explosive, or not regular explosive, regular shotgun shells or just hand cannon shells or shot pistol, whatever. You know what I mean. No, 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 no. Jacob, stop. Words got me all confused. Or hand cannon, just check the description because I'll include links for it.
UJC printing for all your needs.
Okay, now was there anything? This is my current loadout for this chapter. There's the baton. I do have damage all the way upgraded. I did that because of the last Ferris in the last chapter. This is upgraded just because I ended up having the money, honestly. And this was the last one I was going to do. This should get my recharge down to about 100 seconds, is what I've heard. If you've heard something different, let me know.
Cycle complete.
Because I haven't tested that on my own. I'm sort of taking someone else's word for it, so we'll see. So everything else is upgraded, except for the skunk. I don't do anything with the skunk. And the riot shotgun's completely upgraded. So this is my loadout. For tower on medium.
What was going on here?
Okay. Now we've got our first audio file. If you are doing collectibles, it is at the end, and we will go get it. If you are not doing collectibles, don't even bother going down there, because you'll have to fight 2 guys. You can just go through this door. Well, we got 1 guy in this cell right here, and 1 guy on the other side of the gates. The minute we pass over this floor vent here, this guy is going to go through the floor and come out, and we're going to fight him. If I stay between the vent and the gate, we're only going to fight this guy. The minute I cross over this floor vent to this area, this guy will break through. So I'm going to do my best to stay between the floor vent and the gate so that we only fight 1 at a time. I don't want to fight 2. So there's Dr. Tala, and we'll look at that in a hot second. So, but I'm going to move him over here because I don't want him going over the vent. Okay, so see, this guy's still in his cell, so that's fine. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, so the first one for this chapter is observation. Yeah, observation. Okay, so the minute we cross over this guy's gonna come out. So this is the way you fight them 1 at a time. Probably didn't need that 3rd bullet. Don't open the middle. It has one of the baby alien face suckers on it. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with 8 enemies in this hallway. We've got Faker on a gurney. We've got armor guy coming out of this left room. We've got a larger guy with 2 explodey guys coming out here. We've got a vomit guy coming out of a closed room back here. And then we've got guy coming out of the back vent and 1 coming up the stairs. So clearly we don't want to fight them all at one time. So what we're going to do is we're going to really do them like... I don't know why that works, but it does. So we're going to do our best to do them one at a time. And I keep an eye on the battery because I need battery for the last guy. So I need to make sure that I have battery for that. Okay, so now we're going to have bigger guy and a couple of explodies. The trouble is the bigger guy is going to pop out before the explodey guy. And I really like... And I do not want to fight him down there because he was standing right next to the door that the vomit guy comes out of. So you kind of want to lure him back. Maybe, well, not this far necessarily. You don't have to be that far. Now, he only has one arm. Oh, I still have full health. How's my battery looking? Okay, I'm going to use the canister. Actually, I tend to use the canister on the vomit guy. But given my lack of battery, I'm wondering if I want to use... Because the guy that comes out of here and the guy from the stairs tend to come almost at the same time. They're close enough. So the canister would be good for them. The trouble is with this guy, outside of that part, that was rude. Alright, so I still have battery. And if you're upgraded, just procrastinate a little and it'll upgrade for you. Or not upgrade, but, you know, re-up for you. Recharge. There we go. See? Look at that. Awesomeness. I'm fully upgraded on recharge rate, so that's probably why. I was hoping to get both of them. See, because the guy in the wall's just a bit ahead. Like, just enough ahead that... This is a really busy hall if you're not careful. Okay, let's head downstairs. We're gonna have two guys in the first area. This first little section. We're gonna have one faster guy come out of here and then one guy come out of the morgue. That thing. Since I know there's someone coming out of the morgue, I'm gonna draw this guy back. I think the morgue is triggered by proximity. Or it could be triggered by something else, because I really didn't go up that far, but here he is, so. Pristine energy converter, that's 200 credits. You're most likely upgraded for a lot of your stuff, but there's another Two-Face fight coming up, and so I'm going to want more shotgun shells for that, because I'm going to want another 37 minimum for that, most likely 40 some odd. Okay, we got Vomit Guy from the ceiling. I'm going to go left because I want this guy on this side, because if I throw him up over here, I don't get to loot him, and then that's sad. So you want him on this side so that you can loot him. Solely for looting purposes. You need to pay attention to positioning solely for looting purposes. So then we've got a Vomit Guy and another Explodey Guy here. It's not what I wanted. I would like this, please. I do like that those canisters turn everything into like a one-shot kill. Those are kind of cool. And then there's nothing in this nurse's station area. But we are going to have another armored guy at the top of the stairs here. Top of the ladder, rather. My bad, ladder. And I'm going to draw him sort of like back out into the hall simply for some space. Nice. So I just save all my shotgun for boss fights in this chapter. I don't use them in, like, the day-to-day fight. I use them for Two-Face and then for the final. Oh, I always forget that. It's one of those stupid worms. I forget it every time. Sorry, guys. He comes from over here somewhere. And I've never able... Even when I do remember him, I never get him fast enough. There's a guy, like, right here. Most of the times, 2 bullets is fine, as long as you trust your aim. Okay, so now we need a fuse at this end of the room, and we're going to have to go get it over here. And then there's 2 guys down here that come out, like, mostly at the same time. I don't know why I did that. Don't ask me why I did that. Habit. Give me that on, baby. Give me that on. Shot the ammo right out of him. Love it. I don't know where that other guy's body went. Oh, right here. Oh, he's clipping like right through. Alright, so now we're going to go through this vent. I can open it. And we're going to have 2 enemies in here. We're going to have one of the 4-legged ones that blend into the environment. I'm going to deal with him first.
I'm coming.
That thing right there. Now these guys are pretty... I like to think they're pretty easy if you can find them. I just bring them to me and attack, and I just do it 3 times. Every once in a while I'll accidentally throw him, but usually I try to just bring him to me and drop him. Okay, so we're going to need the battery that's in here, and then audio file number 2 is up here. When you pick up one or the other, you're going to spawn guy number 2. That's what is going to trigger guy number 2.
Hurry, we're running out of time.
So we now have his second, or her second file taken. Dr. Tala. So here's number 2. And then we need the fuse. And then you can go back through the vent, I guess, if you want. I don't know. I've never gone that way. Where is he? But you can go right through the door. And then Two-Faced fight number 2 in this chapter, and 4 overall is in this next 2 rooms. We are going to prep by making sure that we take in all of the ammo that we need. Where am I? Because there's no guarantee of ammo in this room, in the surgery area. There's a vomit guy that you deal with before Two-Face spawns. And he will not always give you ammo. He often gives me Callisto credits. And then there's a couple of those mini blue loot boxes.
The choice
They don't
is
always
yours.
give you loot or ammo. In fact, I almost always get Callisto credits or health from them. It's interesting, to say the least. So you can run out of ammo in this room
The highest
and not have killed him. So
have a united day.
you can get back to this room
Stand by.
prior to starting the fight with Vomit Guy. Once you start the fight with Vomit Guy, then you cannot get back to this room. But you can always restart checkpoint.
Assumes all liability for
If you still do not have ammo, and if you don't have the credits to buy ammo, you will have to reload a few earlier checkpoints. I don't know how far back you'll have to go. It's specific to your playstyle, I suppose.
executing.
But to be on the safe side, take in what you think you're going to need, because you're not. Don't count on getting anything in the room, because you won't. So I have 45. There are 2 potential minions with this guy. One is an explodey thing, and then one is a guy that sometimes wakes up and gets involved, and sometimes he doesn't. So you may have a minion, you may not. It's not guaranteed. So, but we'll see what we can do. And then if things go south, I have 24 backup. But we're going to start with the shotgun because it's the fastest. It is the absolute fastest. And I can kill him in 37 bullets. Well, 37 shotgun shells anyway. Okay, don't open that. It's got one of the baby alien face things in it. I'm not going to use any ammo on this Vomit Guy because I want to save all of the ammo for Two-Face, because we are not guaranteed to get ammo in here at all. See? Credits. You okay? No. Stop it, Jacob. Stop it! See, there we got hand cannon. Okay, so just the previous try through this, I've heard people say that he stops running, and I don't see. He ran just fine. The last time I was in here, he did that walking thing where he just starts walking for like no reason whatsoever. Interesting. Okay. So keep an eye on the floor for some reason. Anyway, minion number 1 is in here. Sometimes he gets involved, sometimes he doesn't. And then there may or may not be an explodey guy coming behind. It depends. I've had both. I've had neither. I've had like all sorts of stuff. There's one. That's gonna help. Okay, there's round 1. Get rid of you. Remember to use the light attack. 1, 2. Hopefully that first one counted, because sometimes they don't count, you know, if it's not done with this animation. Shit, where is he? 3, 4. 5, 6. Keep it moving, Jacob. There comes the explodey guy. It's like sometimes he gets involved, sometimes he doesn't. I don't know what the deal is. 7. Okay. Don't know why I'm... See, this is like I might like be short on ammo. There we go. Those are singles, by the way. So there we go. CPU printer, that's right. Give me my printer. So there's 2 minions that may or may not get involved. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sort of depends on where you stand, but then it doesn't, like, it's just picky. I don't know. So expect them, but don't be all surprised if they don't show up. And then the only other place sometimes there's stuff here, credits, and then there's stuff up here. And I was out of ammo once and did not get any ammo. So bring in the ammo that you need, because you are not guaranteed to have ammo, be given ammo here at all. I don't think I found anything else in here. And we got printer. Looted that guy. Alright. Moving on. Don't fall for it, alien guy. It's like all of them are just big fakers in this file. Or in this chapter. Not in this file, in this chapter. Then we have an audio file.
Defensive systems powering down.
Audio file is...
Get inside, now!
It should have been in the second room. Hang on. This was another printer thing. It's after this. Oh yeah, here it is. Experimentation. Edward Bates. One of the prisoners, I guess. So that is number 3 out of 4. If you want to make sure you're not missing any loot, it's good to switch to high contrast in some areas. Like I searched this room in high contrast just to make sure, and I didn't see anything on medium.
Figures. Was the UJC behind this too?
It's only an inhibitor to slow the rate of infection.
You said you could cure her.
I can, with your help. Do you have to trust me? You're wasting time, and she doesn't have much.
All right, fine. Do whatever you need to do.
Soon everything will become clear.
Why don't you start by telling me about this?
You saw the recordings. You know what happened on Europa.
I have no idea what happened on Europa. I wasn't there when the attack happened.
No, but she was. Are you sure you really want to?
Yes!
Do you wish?
What did you do to me?
Gave you what you wanted. The curse of knowledge. Your core is linked with hers now. Or at least it will be once the sync is complete. The data won't transfer immediately, but her memories will fill in the gaps, give you the answers you seek.
Okay. Just tell me how we can cure her.
You can use this to synthesize an antidote, but you'll need to extract a sample from the Warden's elf.
Is what?
The goal of this madness is ridiculous protocol. During the original outbreak, a colonist known as Subject Zero demonstrated a unique ability to synthesize the biophage, to control it.
Yeah, I heard in the recording something about bigger, stronger.
The next phase of human evolution. Unfortunately, he was killed during the Arca's sterilization. Now, the Warden seeks to replicate the conditions of the original outbreak, hoping to recreate Subject Zero as Subject Alpha.
By releasing the virus into the prison?
As he would say, evolution doesn't happen in a lab, it happens in the wild.
Yeah, but how can he do this? There's no way he can cover this up.
He's not acting alone. Dating back centuries, they seek to control the progress of human... She's waking. Be careful, Jacob. Once synthesized, the antidote will contain the only pure essence from his alpha. He'll want it more than anything. It's the key to all he seeks.
What about you?
I played my part in all of this as well. There's no escape for me. Black iron is where I belong.
It's you.
Yeah, come on.
What happened? Where am I?
It doesn't matter. We got what we need. Now let's go finish this. Come on. How are you feeling?
Like
Okay.
something
We are not going back
my
through
head.
this locked door.
trying to take over.
And of course we can't run.
Hey, just hold on. We'll be there soon. Did you see that?
See what?
Nothing. Elevators ahead. Should get us up to the tower.
Sprint only just kicked in.
So, what happened back there? Last thing I remember is those robots jumping us.
Mahler's helping us get the cure.
And you trust her?
Don't got a choice.
Yeah,
Okay, the final audio
All
file.
this.
same here.
Cole's Triumph. So now we have all of Duncan Cole's and everyone else for this chapter.
Data transfer complete.
What the hell? Danny?
I always thought this was kind of a cool transition.
Danny, where are you?
And now you're inside Danny's memories, seeing the truth of Europa. A diluted test sample released from one of our labs. A tragedy that inspired everything.
Jacob! Let me go! Look at it! Look at it! What are you talking about? You see? Do you see?
Jacob, what do you got there?
What we got here is none of our business. Now, come on. We have a job to do.
This was our fault.
Lily! No.
Infection raging everywhere, and she rips her masks off.
I tried to protect you. You didn't deserve that.
Europa wasn't a terrorist attack. They doctored the footage to cover up what they were planning to test the black iron. And the cargo that we transported played a part in both. I could have stop this. But I didn't. You made the wrong choice. Now how are you gonna make it right?
Jake, what's wrong?
Lee, come on. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. We're almost there.
No, I can feel it. Hear it in my head.
Okay. You stay here. I'm gonna come back when I get the cure.
I can take care of myself.
Okay.
Make him pay for what he's done.
Okay. So now I like to have 80 shotgun shells, and I have 10. So this is what we're gonna do. If you don't have enough credits to like buy what you need, I don't even know, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around this outside. The overall final fight takes place. These walls kind of shoot up, and this is part of the fighting arena. To be fair, there is no time during the final fight to even come get any of this stuff. So I tend to get it beforehand. The people I know tend to get it beforehand. Just load up right now. You'll notice there are canisters up here. I very rarely have the time to use them. Some people do. Some people have really good luck with them. So if that's you, congratulations. Like, good luck. They can be helpful. But we're going to get as much ammo now for free as we can. Now, again, like all of my Two-Face fights, I prefer the shotgun shells. The explosive shotgun shells. And that is because he's 5 rounds of shotgun shells per roar cycle. Okay. Let's go sell some stuff and then we'll come back. So the first phase of this fight is going to be you and Ferris just doing the dodge and melee. You can shoot him if you want. I don't recommend it because you should really save the ammo for phase 2. You can take him down without ammo in phase 1.
UJC Printing at your service.
I only keep one because there's really no time at all to use health kits. There's some time between the first and the second phase. Only just. Your best bet is going to be picking up these little health gels here during phase 2, especially the stuff that the minions drop, because you will be fighting a second phase Ferris along with every time he roars, he spawns 4 exploding minions. And he roars 3 times, spawning minions each time. And then after the 3rd roar, I still have to shoot him twice more with the explode shotgun. So if we do the math on that, that's like... See, let me do the math actually. 24 times 3 times 3 plus 8. That's like 80 bullets, 80 shotgun shells. I'm going to want like 100. So I will see you guys in a few minutes because I'm not going to buy 80 shotgun shells in the video. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay. So I now have 92 shotgun shells plus the 8 already loaded. I am going to start with this weapon. I'm going to consciously start with this weapon. I am not going to use ammo during the first wave because I don't have to, for one, and two, I don't want to have to switch weapons, but I also sort of want to test something during this video because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to start with the shotgun on phase 2, which can be a little... The game... I want to check something. I just want to check something.
Your methods are rash. You risk too much.
The greater risk is in failing to act, especially when the commonality is finally within our grasp. And right on time. He approaches. The survivor. Fear Solitarius.
Where's the Alpha? Just give me the goddamn antidote. I'm not gonna let her die.
Your friend. I've been watching you and your so-called friend. You're not the innocent you claim to be. You've proven that you'll do just about anything to ensure your own survival. The survivor.
And what about you, huh? Watching people die for fun? Is that your protocol?
No. You are mistaken, Mr. Lee. The protocol isn't about death. It's about life. Our future lies out there. Our destiny. But we were not built for life in space. This fragile shell holds us back. We have to evolve if we are to survive. And now, you'll all see why. Proof that my methods are worth the risk. A final contest to determine the true survivor. Humanity.
Dude, take a shower since the last time we saw you. Change your shirt. Wipe some of that blood off.
Well, 5, 2, 1. You're really a thank you. At first I thought this was a curse. But then I realized... it is a gift. The Warden has opened my eyes. Showed me my purpose. Now, I'm gonna show you.
Don't block his... I miscounted. Don't block his thing. And I aim solely to, like, straighten up out of that melee thing. I'm not actually going to shoot him. Mistimed. Okay, so phase 1 is done. I really need some health because phase 2 vomit will kill you.
There's always a price.
Okay. Now, I do this fight in high contrast simply because I cannot see the minions. Let me go back. In this fight, I use explosive shotgun shells. It's 5 shots, if I hit him right, for him to go into his first roar. after he roars, there's going to be 4 exploding minions coming from whichever side of the room you're on. They will come from the same side, in theory. You have like 3 to 4 seconds, pretty much, before he finishes his roar, before he focuses back on you. I spend that time trying, 1, moving away from him, 2, trying to find as many explodey guys as I can, as well as trying to shoot him for another 5-shot cycle. You have to, whatever weapon you use, you have to get him to roar 3 different times, and then I have to shoot him again after that. I don't know if you do on other weapons or not, but on the exploded shotgun, it's 5 shots, roar, 5 shots, roar, 5 shots, roar, 2 shots. So what I'm going to try and do is stay around the circle, or around that little round table or whatever that thing is in the middle of the main room. We're going to do that for the first round, and I'm going to go down the left aisle for the second round, and then cross back over to the right side for the last round. That is what I'm going to hope for, because that's what works. But if I make like a single mistake, then we have to start all over again. So we'll see how this goes. 4, 5, first roar, 6, 2, just call it 2, 3, 4, don't vomit on me, 5, roar number 2, now vomit on me because you're disgusting. There's like 80 fucking fighters. Fuck off. I hate this fight. This has got to be the worst boss fight of any game I have ever played, and I have not played nearly a lot of games, like as many games as other people. But this has got to be just, that's 3. So 2 more shots. But I'm sorry, this game, this boss fight is way too chaotic for the likes of me. I don't like it. I'm not good at it. It's absolutely, in my opinion, one of the hardest, most challenging and frustrating fights I have ever had in a game.
Hold on, Danny.
You think you've beaten us? Ferris was weak, an imperfect vessel. But in that sample is the key to unlocking a centuries-old dream. That's not failure, Mr. Lee. That's progress. And it belongs to me.
No, I don't think so.
Please. This is no time for false heroics. Leave the sample and walk away. There's an escape pod up there. To take you back to the life you once had. We can both have everything we want. So tell me, Mr. Lee, what do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want my sister back, fucker!
A valiant effort. But surely you know by now, I never lose.
No. This time you do.
Such a waste. All this to save one life. Don't think you've stopped us. The data gathered here will carry the protocol to the next phase. As for you...
Self-destruct sequence initiating.
Goodbye, Miss Nakamura. And Mr. Lee. I do hope you've enjoyed your stay at Black Iron.
Capture core approaching critical.
Is it this way?
Run! Move! Hurry! Just keep going! We gotta get to the escape pods. Almost there! I see the pods! There's just one.
You don't know what you're doing!
I didn't. But I do now. I can't keep running from what I've done.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. For everything. I do belong here.
Don't do this! No. Jacob!
Data transfer complete.
That transfer worked both ways. He learned more about me, and I learned more about him. In the chaos of the moment, I didn't realize he had also given me the evidence I was looking for all along, and sacrificed his life so that I could expose the truth. Was he trying to make up for the pain he caused, or just chasing some kind of redemption? Either way, I hope he found some peace.
Jacob, there might be a way out after all.
Reactor core temporary safeties activated.
But I'm going to need your help.